So just as a reminder, I'm not giving any sort of legal advice. This is for discussion only. I'm only postulating what could be happening in this situation based on my experience. So you are in an accident. You guys go over to the side of the road, or you stopped, you're documenting the claim. And the other person comes to you and say, "Why did you rear end me?" You don't have to answer that question. You can say, "I'll give a statement to my insurance company. I'll give a statement to the police. I've called them. I am going to wait for them in my vehicle. They said that they'll take this amount of time." That's perfectly fine. You've documented the claim. You've gotten all the pictures you need. You don't really have to, talk to the other driver. I've had some situations where our insured has gotten out and said, "I'm at fault for the claim. I'm going to make my insurance pay. I'm going to call them right now and tell them to pay you. I have high policy limits. They'll pay you lots of money. Just give me a moment." That's a bad idea. So you do need to be truthful to the police officer. We don't want to make any false statements to a police officer. Under your policy, you do need to make that first phone call, and you do need to investigate in your insurance investigation, but you don't have to participate in anybody else's investigation. You have comp and collision, you have a low deductible, high policy limits, you have the deductible set aside to be easily accessed, because we never know when the auto accident will happen. You call your insurance company. They are sending out a tow truck. You call the police. They have advised you they're not coming out, or they have advised you they will come out. You go through that process. If your car is disabled, your insurance company will probably send out a tow truck. Take your vehicle to a repair facility. You'll pay your deductible. You may or may not get a rental car, depending on if you have rental car coverage. You may have to, grab an Uber back to your house where you have a second vehicle, or, you get a rental car out of pocket. The process is started. The insurance company will handle the rest. They'll get the police report. They'll call the claimant. They'll speak to the other insurance company. You don't have to do any of that. That's why we pay our premium. So, you're sitting at your living room table. You're having a cup of coffee. The other insurance company calls and goes, "Hey, what happened?" You don't have to tell them. You can just let them do their own investigation. You can say, "I'm not giving any statements. Thank you very much for calling me, but here's my claim number. Here's my insurance company number." And you can call them. "My claim adjuster is so-and-so. This is her or his phone number." And you just need to talk to them. Why do you do that? Because you don't understand. You're probably not a licensed claim adjuster in your state. You don't understand the negligence laws in your state, nuances to determining liability. And, there's other factors that may be playing out that make you not liable for the accident that you're unaware of. For instance, in this rear end accident, maybe the car in front of you stopped suddenly. That would be some negligence on their part. You do need to have proper lookout and control your vehicle at all times. But if they stop suddenly in front of you, certainly that would be some evidence of comparative negligence. If another car changed lanes unsafely in front of them, which made them stop suddenly, and then you rear-ended them, there would be a good probability that would be a miss and run. So the person that's the approximate cause of the accident is that first person that made the unsafe lane change that caused the person in front of you to stop suddenly, and then you rear-ended them. So there's all kinds of nuances, and that's just in a rear-end accident. So, you don't want to talk about things that you don't know. I certainly don't want to do that. It's not good to do that. Always assume that when you get a call from somebody else's insurance, the call is being recorded. I know in Arizona, where a lot of call centers are at, it's a one consent state for recording calls. So you don't have to consent to it. The person that is making call can consent to making a recording. So always assume that the phone call is being recorded. The best thing to do at an accident, and this is just from my personal experience, is to do what you need to do for your insurance, for the police, document, always take a picture of the license plate number. There's all kinds of things that you can do, but the one thing you don't need to do is make some sort of statement to the other driver, certainly not be threatening. Just go sit in your car and wait for the process to go through. That's why we have insurance. So I hope you've liked the video. Subscribe. 1,000 subscribers, we'll have a live stream.